The heart of the gospel is a love so expansive, it refuses confinement. It's a love that extends to every corner of the earth, to every soul yearning for redemption. As A.W. Tozer reminds us, God's love is measureless. It is more. It is boundless. It has no bounds because it is not a thing, but a facet of the essential nature of God. In a world often fractured by division, fear, self-interest, this truth resounds with a call to action for every single believer of Jesus Christ. God's love is not just a comforting reality, it's a transformative force that compels us to act. This week, you are invited into a sacred journey, one that begins with the person across the street and reaches the farthest corners of the world. The Great Commission, given by Jesus in Matthew 28:19-20, is not a mere suggestion, but a mandate to make disciples of all nations. This call reflects the very heart of God, who desires all people to be saved and to come to the knowledge of the truth. The call is simple yet profound. Pray, go, and trust. These three steps form the foundation of living out the gospel in a world desperate for hope. First, pray for the lost and the broken. Prayer is a powerful engagement with the heart of our God. Through prayer, we align ourselves with His will, interceding for those who have yet to encounter the saving grace of Jesus Christ. This week, set aside intentional time to pray for specific individuals, communities, and nations. Ask God to open hearts and provide opportunities for the gospel to be shared everywhere. James 5:16 says, "The prayer of a righteous person has great power as it is working." Second, go to where He leads. Whether that is next door or across the globe, the mission field is not confined to distant lands. It begins wherever God has placed you. In Acts 1:8, Jesus declares, "You will be my witnesses in Jerusalem and all of Judea and Samaria and to the ends of the earth." For some, Jerusalem may be your neighborhood, or it might be your local community. Wherever the Spirit prompts, go with boldness, knowing God works through you. Third, trust in the God who calls, equips, and sustains. The task of making disciples can feel a little overwhelming, but Scripture assures we are not alone. Jesus promised that when we step out in obedience, we can trust He will provide the words, resources, and strength needed to fulfill His purpose. In Matthew 28:20, it says, "And behold, I am with you always to the end of the age." This week's reflections guide you through the mission of the gospel, beginning with the individual and extending to the nations. Start with someone in your immediate circle who needs to experience God's love and the gospel. Pray for them by name. Look for opportunities to demonstrate God's love. Then widen the lens to your community, and finally lift your eyes to the nations. Consider how you might support global missions through prayer, giving, and going.